Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to The Splash Live. I'm Ursula Krause. Thank you to everyone from West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Orchard Lake, and Sylvan Lake for tuning in on this wonderful Monday morning. The Splash Live is Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV and radio streaming show. You can watch us live Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Civic Center TV. Catch us on Comcast Channel 15, AT&T Channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and you can even listen live on 89.3 Lakes FM. The Splash Live is part of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 90 minutes of live local programming. Today we can expect a fairly beautiful day with temperatures this morning sitting in the mid-60s but rising to the low 80s later this afternoon. No rain expected, but a few clouds might disrupt our sunshine. Nothing too shady though. Tomorrow we can expect a similar forecast with a high of 80 degrees later on in the day and sunshine with a few clouds. Nothing beats a pancake breakfast, and Our Lady of Refuge Catholic Church in Orchard Lake understood the assignment. Yesterday they held a pancake breakfast hosted by the Knights of Columbus. The proceeds from the turnout helped suffering people in Ukraine through the Third Day Project, which supports Ukrainian refugees that have been forced to relocate in Poland. With great danger comes responsibility, and that means being responsible for what we do on the internet. Keego Harbor Police recently sent out a Facebook post advising people to be careful and to avoid opening a link connected to a possible email scam. The email allegedly states that different businesses have won a Best of Keego Harbor award and that there is a request for the cost of the award. However, Keego Harbor Police is unsure if the link is a scam, allowing easy access to computers and their information, or if it is a request for the cost of the award that's the scam. The police department recommends not opening the email or the link, as Keego Harbor is not doing awards, and if they were, there would never be a cost for the winner to pay to receive it. Family Fun Night was an absolute success with a great turnout and many memories to share. We had the opportunity to speak with a few guests about their roles in the Laker community, and we enjoyed the presence of our first responders and military personnel. The ribbon-cutting ceremony for the high school's 50th anniversary was a wonderful celebration to bring the members of the community together, and the night brought in a roaring crowd for the Friday night lights. The Lakers are untouchable. Another win for West Bloomfield on Friday when they face Clarkston High School at home. With a score of 35-27, the Lakers are moving forward in their winning streak this season. The 4-0 team has high hopes heading into next Friday's game at Rochester Adams. Can't make the game? Tune in live on Civic Center TV and WBTV, or listen anywhere on 89.3 Lakes FM. Michigan Trails Week is in full swing, and you can show your state pride by participating. Join WB Parks by traveling to different parks in West Bloomfield and enter the Michigan Week Photo Scavenger Hunt by taking photos of at least 3 different trails and submitting them. Grab your shoes and we'll see you out there. Fire Prevention Week is almost here, and the West Bloomfield Fire Department is holding an open house on October 2nd. Come on down and get to experience firsthand how to prevent fires, how to help out, and how to learn more about what our firefighters do to keep us safe. Our amazing tech team had the chance to create a promotional video for this event, so let's take a look.
Fire Prevention Week is just around the corner. Join volunteer, part-time, and on-call firefighters at this year's Fire Open House. Catch up on your fire safety knowledge with live demonstrations and hands-on activities. Chat with local businesses and resources about fire prevention, see some familiar faces, fight future fires, and make some new friends. The West Bloomfield Fire Open House, October 2nd from noon to 3 p.m. at Fire Station 1 on Orchard Lake Road.
We're going to head to a short break, and when we get back, we will have the chance to talk all things sports with Eric Pierce, the athletic trainer at West Bloomfield High School. We know it's football season, but there are many other sports that begin in the fall. We'll explore those when we get back.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
It's peaceful, it's quiet, and the noise and stress of life can sometimes disappear.
It's the Great Lakes water, and so what people do ends up in our waterways.
It's for our health and safety, it's for our economy, it's for protecting the environment that we all enjoy and we all need to survive.
So clearing storm drains and the areas nearby of trash and leaves helps keep them for rain only.
We're all about one water in this region. We're all connected. We all have a role.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
Let's whoop it up for these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the cheering going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Ursula Krause. Fall is a busy time for sports at West Bloomfield High School, and we want to be the first to get the inside scoop on how our teams are doing. Joining us now, we have Eric Pierce, Athletic Director of West Bloomfield High School. Today, Eric is going to tell us all about the fall sports we can expect to see, how they are doing, and the best ways to cheer them on. Welcome to the show, Eric.
Well, thank you, Ursula. I appreciate you having me on the show today.
We're so happy to talk to you. So can you tell us a little bit about the sports that are being offered this fall? I feel like sometimes football can take over all the excitement that we sometimes forget what else is being offered.
No, definitely. We have a number of sports that are being offered in the fall. And you're right, football does get a lot of the attention. It gets a lot of the excitement with the Friday night games. But we have so many sports that are going on right now. Boys tennis, girls golf, we have volleyball, field hockey, girls swim, boys and girls cross country, boys soccer, equestrian, sailing, cheerleading, palms. I'm sure I'm missing somebody along the line there, but as you can see, we have a number of different opportunities.
So since the season has started for most of these teams, how would you say the Laker Nation is doing?
Laker Nation is strong, and we currently have over 450 students that are participating in our fall sports. It's just the high school alone, and then middle school sports are also getting going right now for the fall. It's been a lot of fun watching our teams participate in this fall, and we've had a lot of success. We really have. Whether it's, a 5-set victory against Royal Oak last Thursday for our volleyball team, or our football team going 4-0 to start the season, or our boys tennis team going out and doing well in invitationals, or our swim team. That's we have some swimmers breaking records this year. It's amazing. It really is exciting to see, and there's definitely a buzz around West Bloomfield.
So in comparison to last year, would you say that this season is going better, or is it about the same for all of these sports?
Well, we always like to see a little bit of development throughout the years in our sports, and we've got some new coaches, some new faces around our programs, and a lot of the teams are building every single day and doing a wonderful job. The important thing is that our student athletes are getting better day by day. They're competing and representing Laker Nation really well.
So in your opinion, which team is showing the most improvement this year?
Ooh, that's a good question. Definitely, I would say girls swimming is showing a lot of improvement this year. We're very fortunate in that a lot of our teams are strong. So it's tough early on in the season to show a lot of improvement, but girls swimming is definitely coming out of the gates firing right now.
That's awesome to hear. I'm so excited for them. So, are there any big events coming up for any of the teams at the school, like any fundraisers or public gatherings?
So this last week, we were fortunate to celebrate our family fun night, and it was great to see all the members, the different members of the community out here, and really celebrating our military and service personnel. While also having a chance to participate in the games that we had right before our football game, and then to actually come and visit and watch West Bloomfield beat Clarkston. It was a great night. It was very cool to see the thousands of people that were here that night, and I know the feeling was electric. It was great. It's always a wonderful community event, and we really do appreciate that. Coming up soon in 2 weeks, we have our homecoming, which is September 30th is our homecoming game, and October 1st is the actual dance for our homecoming. So that's the next big event that's coming on. The football game's against Lake Orion, and it's going to be a great one. So everybody should come out to that.
So, from an athletic director's perspective, do you think the amount of people that show up to games or events impact the way that the team performs?
Oh, absolutely. It's always wonderful to know as an athlete when you're on the field that you have the support of the community behind you. And to see our student sections coming out for different sports, and to see the community in general. Some people that don't even have connections in terms of a relative or a sibling or somebody that's participating, to come on out and cheer on the Lakers. It's always cool to see. And I tell you what, the teams definitely play harder when they have a bunch of people cheering them on.
So, what would you say personally your biggest goal for the season as the athletic director is?
Well, the biggest goal is always, obviously we want to win. We want to do things that like bring home league championships, bring home state titles, and we've done those types of things in the past. My biggest goal as an athletic director is to make sure that all the student athletes that are out there are getting rewarded for their hard work. And when I say getting rewarded for the hard work, I mean they're getting a positive experience, something that's going to translate into their lives, and something they're going to look back on and say, wow, this was fun. This was a great time in my life. And think about all the different lessons that they learned throughout their participation in athletics here at West Bloomfield.
So, going back a little bit about when we talked about all the different sports that are being offered, can you elaborate a little bit more on the equestrian team? My high school never had that, so I think that is so cool. I really want to know more about what that is.
Yeah, equestrian's been around for a while now at West Bloomfield High School, and basically they participate in their meets, their events, their shows out at Milford High School is primarily where they go. It's a pretty cool event. It's an all-day affair every time they're out there, and it's wonderful to see them have an opportunity to participate in different types of sports here at West Bloomfield. Equestrian and sailing are definitely two of our unique ones that are offered in the fall, that not a lot of other schools have an opportunity for their students to participate in.
Does the middle school participate in these as well?
So the middle school does have a what we would consider a club equestrian team. They participate as well. And then yeah, actually they do have some people there on the sailing as well.
So, sailing is just a fall sport, or does it happen in the spring as well?
It does happen in the spring also. So yeah, there are two sailing seasons, fall and the spring. And I tell you, the amount of work that the students put in, and the amount of travel that they have to do, especially with sports like equestrian and sailing that don't take place on campus, it's truly a testament to the students that are participating in it, the parents that are the support system, because they really make those sports go. They really do, and they do a wonderful job of representing Laker Nation.
I think that would be so cool. I've always wanted to go sailing and horseback riding, so I'm so jealous of these people. Oh my gosh. So, is there anything else you'd like to add before we go today?
Just, as we always say here at West Bloomfield High School, we always encourage all of our students to get involved. Sometimes it's with the athletic realm, like the one I'm most familiar with, but the importance of getting involved in clubs, activities, fine arts, anything. It really does enhance the high school experience. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, when you think about something like a athletic that people get involved in, it builds camaraderie, it builds teamwork. It helps you with culture. You have a certain sense of pride for representing your school, and you realize eventually as you go through the season that your hard work is paying off, and you're learning valuable skills. from your participation. So I always encourage people to get involved, and I love that our student population here at West Bloomfield High School is so active in everything that they do here.
I can definitely attest to that. I was actually on the dance team when I was in high school, and it just showed such a huge difference in the way that I performed in school as well as, on the field and at the games that I danced at. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. So before we go, do you have any websites or social media that we can share with our viewers if they want to see any updates about these sports?
For sure. The biggest website that we have for West Bloomfield Athletics is www.westbloomfieldathletics.com. It's a cool website because it gives you all the information. It's kind of like our one-stop shopping in terms of schedules and everything of that nature. It also provides links to our registration. And one of the coolest things that we do on our website is our coaches actually report their scores, and they do write-ups for the different games that they have in the past week. So you'll see how Laker Nation did against a bunch of different schools and a bunch of different sports throughout the week.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you for your time talking about our Lakers today. I wish you the best of luck on the rest of the season.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, and as always, go Lakers.
Go Lakers. We're going to head to another short break, but when we come back, we will be joined by Matthew Yaari, business owner of My Family Home Care. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
It's peaceful, it's quiet, and the noise and stress of life can sometimes disappear.
It's the Great Lakes water. And so what people do ends up in our waterways.
It's for our health and safety, it's for our economy, it's for protecting the environment that we all enjoy and we all need to survive.
So clearing storm drains and the areas nearby of trash and leaves helps keep them for rain only.
We're all about one water in this region. We're all connected. We all have a role.
Let's whoop it up for these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine. Keep the cheering going by keeping yourself protected and your COVID-19 vaccines up to date.
And now, back to The Splash Live.
Thank you so much for sticking around. We're back on The Splash Live. I'm Ursula Krause. It is always such a challenge to find a place for our elderly family members to feel important when they need extra help. And what better way to ensure their comfort than to help them out at home? Matthew Yaari is here to talk to us about his business, My Family Home Care, a company that takes great measures to skillfully tend to the elderly who might need a bit of extra help but don't want to leave home. Thank you so much for joining us, Matthew.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, can you give us a little background of the company? Like, what inspired you to create this business?
That's a good question. I started working as a caregiver about 10 years ago, coming out of college. And so that's kind of how I learned the basics of the business, and I saw the need for it. And then I just kind of went on my own little path, took some different jobs and developed some entrepreneurial skills. And I just got to a point in my life where it was time to start my own thing, and I wanted to get more connected with the local families here in our community and fill in the need to help them take care of their elderly loved ones. So that's kind of where it came from.
That's awesome. Can you elaborate a little bit on your team and how many people you have working with the company?
So primarily it's me and my business partner, who is one of my best friends since childhood. He's been working as a paramedic for the last 10 years. And then, we kind of came together and brought our skills together to provide some home care. And, we've been using some different avenues to recruit caregivers. We've got a really wonderful team. We've got about 15 caregivers on staff right now. With different backgrounds. Some of them have experience as hospital techs and things like that. And we're always looking for the best people that we can to take care of our elderly clients.
Do these people need any kind of certification in order to be working with you?
Yeah, pretty much everybody we have at least has their nurse assistant certification, um, which is a pretty basic nursing skills course to prepare for home care. So that is what we require, and as well as at least a couple years of experience providing care.
So what types of services does your company offer?
Our services are basically catered to whatever the family needs. Everybody's different. Everybody's looking for a little bit, whatever their needs are, whatever their health condition is. So we assist with what's called activities of daily living. So that's things like meal preparation, getting dressed, maybe using the bathroom, getting in and out of bed, whatever it is that they need help with. Although some people, they really just need companionship support. They just need somebody to come around and make sure that that they're not alone all day and that they have somebody to be with, so we can provide that personal companionship and really build a relationship with these people. So the services is based on whatever it is that people need to be safe and independent in their homes.
So what would the process look like in order for someone who is interested in signing up for this kind of care?
Yeah, they would just contact us, and we would, have a little phone conversation about what it is they're looking for, why they're looking for home care in the first place. And then we would set up an in-person meeting in their home, just to make that personal introduction and get a better idea of, the logistics of their situation. And we could put together a care plan that would best help their seniors, stay comfortable at home.
Do you have anything in place for people who might not be financially able to afford the services but want to introduce home care to their loved ones?
Do we have something in place? Not at the moment. Not anything like that. We haven't really come across that too much. But it can be. It's not necessarily an easy service to afford for some people. But yeah, right now we don't have anything like that, unfortunately.
So how long do people usually use home care? Do you see a lot of short-term clients, or are they usually long-term?
We have a pretty good mix of both. Sometimes we have people coming home from a surgery or something, and they might need help for just a couple of weeks. And then we've had other people who just kind of need that ongoing assistance for a year or more. So we definitely do a little bit of both. Whatever we can do to help people, um, feel safe and independent.
So this is a personal question, do you have a memory or an experience since starting this business that just really made you feel like you were doing the right thing, like you were in the right place at the right time, kind of like you were called to be doing this?
Certainly, many times. I guess one moment in particular, when it was actually our first client. She was with us for about a year, and then she passed away. And we developed a very close relationship with her, and so we attended her funeral. And her children came up to me and my business partner, and they hugged us and they thanked us for the services that we provided. And that moment right there really just stuck out, and it reassured me that this was the right decision, and this is exactly the kind of impact that I'm looking to have.
So do you guys have any events that you put on for the people that you help care with? Is there anything that you usually attend with them? Are there any big group gatherings or events that you put on, fundraisers?
No, we haven't gotten to that stage yet. Our business is only 2 years old at this point, so we're still looking to expand and grow, and we've been active in other events like that, although I haven't taken the initiative to put anything together ourselves, although that is something that we do plan on doing within the next year or so.
And I know that we were talking a lot about elderly patients, people who need a little more extra help, but this isn't just for the elderly, right? It's for anybody who needs that help. You can serve any kind of age group, any people.
Sure, yeah. Our youngest client was 59 years old. We are primarily, catering to the senior market because that is where there is the most demand, but it's not exclusively for seniors. We'd be more than happy to help anybody who just needs that extra help at home.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to talk about before we go today?
Is there anything else I'd like to talk about? Nothing specifically. I don't know. I mean, just working here in this industry has taught me to really appreciate everything that I have, and especially to take care of your health, right? Eat a good diet, go to the gym. You really want to take care of yourself, so that way, as you do age, your needs are a little more manageable. This is something that is best approached with a preventative perspective. You want to take care of yourself before you get sick.
Definitely. Well, I love this business. I'm so excited for you. I think it's going really well, and I really think it's helping you kind of figure out where you should be, and I'm really proud of you. It's good.
Thank you so much.
Do you have a website for our viewers that we can have them check out if they have any questions for you?
Sure, yeah. They can check us out at www.myfamhc.com. They can also give us a call at 248-266-8004, and we'd be more than happy to help them out and see what they're looking for.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us on the Splash Live. I'm so happy to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
That's it for the show today. A happy Monday to you all from our very own Greater West Bloomfield TV, radio, and streaming show. You can watch us live Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Civic Center TV. Also watch us on Comcast Channel 15, AT&T Channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and you can even listen live on 89.3 Lakes FM. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you tomorrow.